Last year, I shared 85 new cozy games for 2025, and this year I am kicking it up a notch with over 100 new cozy games for 2026. Hello cozy gamers, I'm Ellie, and welcome back to the Cozy Gaming Club, where I love to shine a light on lesser known cozy games. Now settle down, grab a warm drink, because we have a big bumper video to get through today, and I can guarantee there is going to be something for everyone. And as always, if I've missed your favourite, be sure to let me know down in the comments. Let's get started with Retro Relics, which is launching on the 5th of January. I've always loved the idea of metal detecting, and Retro Relics is an exploration game where you follow in the footsteps of your late grandpa, and use his metal detector to search for relics in the world around you. Hunt for treasure including coins, jewellery, religious artifacts and more in a variety of locations like ancient ruins, golden beaches, dusty fields and lush forests. You never know what you'll find next, including sometimes items that belong to the villagers who also call this town home. Plus, you can even clean up the environment to encourage wild animals to return when Retro Relics launches on PC on the 5th of January. This next game will be free! Heartopia is an adorable looking multiplayer life sim that encourages you to create your dream life in a cute and colourful world. Make friends with NPCs, find romance, and see how your choices change the world around you in this slow-paced life sim. Build your dream home, explore a wide range of hobbies, and you can even do it all with your friends in multiplayer mode. As this game is free, there'll likely be some sort of microtransactions involved, but this does seem to be limited to outfits rather than anything that affects the gameplay. If you're still interested, Heartopia will be launching on the 7th of January on PC, iOS, and Android. Escape from the stress of urban life and open your own cafe in the woods to serve your adorable animal customers in this next game. But there's a twist because all of your homemade food is cooked to the beat. Prepare snacks and drinks from waffles to sodas to the rhythm of upbeat tunes and colourful animations. When you're done cooking and serving your cute forest customers, you can decorate the cafe in your style, and you can even unleash your creativity to design custom t-shirts for your patrons. Nom Nom Cozy Forest Cafe will be launching on the 12th of January on PC. Climbing games are having their moment between Peak, Jason, and Ken, and Big Hops looks like an adorable addition to this niche genre. Play is Hop, a young frog who's been kidnapped by a mischievous spirit. He has a mysterious, important mission and needs your help, but you just want to get back to your family. Use your frog tongue and your springy legs to navigate this colourful world, although you can also gather powerful fruit and veggies to get an even bigger boost. There are 4 main areas to explore and lots of quests to complete and collectibles to find in Big Hop when it launches on PC, Switch, and PlayStation 5 on January 12th. This idle game is like a Tamagotchi on your desktop. Start with a single egg and raise a cute little Eggo that will keep you company while you work, study, or play. Make sure to keep an eye on them to meet all of their needs, and in return they'll search for rare treasures on alien planets that you can exchange for money to buy furniture, outfits, and more. When they're old enough, you can find a mate for your Eggo, and if they fall in love, they'll create a new Eggo as their family grows. Eggo looks so cute, and you can play it with your friends to raise cute animals together. Plus, the developers have just announced that Eggo will be launching on PC on the 16th of January. Or if you're looking for something a bit more active to play with your friends, then OnTogether virtual co-working may be more your cup of tea, or at least goes great with one. Stay connected with your friends while you study in a shared space and use the built-in tools like a calendar, to-do list, journal and timer to set goals, track your progress and help stay motivated while you're working. But you can't have all work and no play, so OnTogether also lets you and your friends play games together, like fishing, basketball, drawing or jamming to music. If you've always wished that Spirit City Lo-Fi sessions had co-op, then OnTogether may be the game for you, and it'll be launching on the 19th of January on PC. This next game has been all over social media, and it's called Tailside. In this cozy cafe game, you'll open up your own cafe in a beautiful pixel art world. Learn how to brew the perfect cup of coffee to keep your regulars happy, and maybe you'll even be able to befriend them. In this game, making coffee has its own minigame for you to experiment with multiple different brews and minigames to make the coffee making experience fun. And of course, you can decorate your cafe to personalize it to your own tastes and preferences. Tailside is launching on the 21st of January on PC. We can debate forever about whether this is a cozy game or not, but I know some cozy gamers love it. So our next game, or DLC rather, is Cult of the Lamb: Woolhaven. Cult of the Lamb is, well, a cult simulator where you play as a lamb starting their own cult and gathering followers from a roguelike dungeon to repay your deity for saving your life by defeating their 4 rivals. It is quite combat heavy, so it's worth keeping that in mind, but if you don't mind the combat, then they'll be adding a brand new DLC to the game, which doubles the existing content. Now, this will be a paid DLC, but given they're adding a whole new area, 2 new dungeons, new traits and quests, followers, and mechanics like ranching, it seems more than worth it. I'll definitely be playing Cult of the Lamb Willhaven DLC when it launches on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Switch, and Xbox on the 22nd of January. Originally due to launch in November, Starmoon Forest was delayed until January. In this cute pixel art game, you come across the abandoned Starmoon Forest and decide to restore it to its former glory. Make use of the vast farmland to build a farm and grow crops to sell to your local community. But when you're not farming, you can get to work renovating the town, rebuilding apartments, and creating a community where residents want to move. Starmoon Forest is launching on the 23rd of January on PC in early access. Sometimes you can't beat a simple puzzle game that lets you focus entirely on solving all the levels, although I find that it's always these simple games that end up secretly being the trickiest. And bento blocks look so cozy yet challenging as you carefully slice, arrange, and pack your delicious lunches into your packed lunchbox. I do think this one looks especially challenging as you'll need to cut up items to get them all to fit in when Bento Blocks launches on the 29th of January on PC. This is our first idle game of the video, and it's called My Tiny Garden. Decorate your desktop with an assortment of cute plants, pots and shells, and make sure they're well watered, happy and healthy. In return, you'll be rewarded with coins from your plants to buy new plant pots and decorations. Something that sets this game apart from other idle games I've seen is that you can literally place the items wherever you want on your screen, rather than it being limited to just above your taskbar like most games. This really lets you get creative with where you place things and lets you truly customize your desktop and layout when My Tiny Garden launches on PC on the 30th of January. I adored the demo for this next game, which you can find the gameplay video of above. Starsand Island is a Ghibli-inspired farming and life sim where you move to a beautiful island and run your own farm. There'll be all your usual farming activities like animal care, decorating, fishing, and befriending over 40 NPCs, but there are also unique activities for this game like diving in the sea, driving around in or on vehicles, and filling an aquarium. I have such high hopes for this one after the demo, and Starsand Island is due to launch on the 1st of February on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. Play is an intern working for a magical startup in this next game, which is an interactive hidden object game. You'll be helping people find their lost items and belongings across several interactive levels set in a whimsical world. The launch date for Lost and Found Co. was revealed as part of the Wholesome Snack Showcase, where the developer shared it would be releasing on PC on the 11th of February next year. Lil Gator Game was probably one of the biggest cozy releases of 2022, and despite it being so long since it originally released, we're now getting a brand new DLC. This is a charming exploration and adventure game that transports you to a world of childhood wonder. Packed full of whimsical charm, this outdoor adventure has an abundance of chill quests to complete, funny minigames and challenges to overcome, and a heartwarming story that'll have you beaming with happiness by the end of it. The In the Dark DLC doubles the size of Lil Gator Game with a big new underground adventure where you'll discover new friends and frenemies to meet, brand new gear, and lots of new quests to complete. Lil Gator Game in the Dark will be launching on the 12th of February on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Next up is a cozy and historical gardening game called The Abbess's Garden. In this game, you play as Agnes, a 17th century young peasant who tends to the gardens of an abbey during a tumultuous period of court drama. Your job is to identify plants in your garden, tend to them and grow new ones, and decorate the garden to make it a lovely place of rest. But before long, you find yourself tangled up in a spy plot between the French and the British, and you'll need to work out who you can trust. The Abbess's Garden will be launching on the 2nd of March on PC. There have been a few disappointing horse games recently, and I am praying that The Legend of Komori will be the game that changes that. In this open-world exploration game, you'll play as a courier delivering mail across the vast Mongolian wilderness. Breed and care for a herd of trained horses, with each one developing special traits that can aid you on your journey to deliver your precious cargo. But this game won't be easy, as they have tried to make it more historically accurate, so survival will play a key role both in planning your routes and protecting yourself against the wildlife. I'm still interested in this one though, and despite its initial release date of November 2025, The Legend of Komori has been delayed until the 3rd of March 2026, when it'll be launching into early access on PC. Pokemon's answer to Animal Crossing will also be launching next year. Take on the role of a Ditto transformed into a human in this hilarious new twist on one of the coziest life sims. In Pokemon Pokopia, you'll be working together with your fellow Pokemon to create a town where you can all live in harmony. Transform into your new friends to use their abilities to shape the terrain, harvest materials, and even travel the world in search of new Pokemon to join your town, all in a world controlled by real time. With requests you can fulfill to solve their problems or make the town a more comfortable place to live in when Pokemon Pokopia launches on the 5th of March on Nintendo Switch 2. The newest Coffee Talk game will also be launching on the 5th of March. While the beloved coffee brewing and heart-to-heart talking mechanics may be similar to the previous games, this next game will take you to an all-new cafe in Tokyo. Prepare to meet new characters and discover their fresh new backstories, along with new gameplay options and a new soundtrack inspired by Tokyo Summer Nights. Every cup you brew will influence a story as your warm or cold drinks encourage your patrons to reveal their stories, dreams, and struggles all over again. When Coffee Talk Tokyo launches on the 5th of March on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. This next game combines two of my favourite things, puzzles and magic. In Rel Warped Worlds and Troubled Times, you play as a mage who has to save the world after almost everyone else has disappeared. Use your grimoire of magic spells to help on your quest, but you'll only have 4 runes at the beginning, and will need to discover more by playing the game. The most interesting part about Rel and its gameplay is that you can combine your different spells together to craft unique spells with over 102 million different combinations. Though every puzzle in this game has multiple solutions as you make your way through the semi-open world, and the only limit is your creativity. If that sounds like your sort of game, Rel Warped Worlds and Troubled Times will be launching on the 19th of March on PC. After inheriting your father's old fish shop, you head to the town of Misty Valley and discover a rundown community in desperate need of revival. It's no longer the thriving harbour and fish market it used to be, but with your help it could be again. Explore the world of Misty Valley, travelling to the far reaches of the ocean to catch a wide variety of fish to sell at the market. The more fish you catch, the more money you can make, which you can use to purchase new tools and build a small farm. Misty Valley, a cozy fishing tale, is due to launch in early access on PC in March 2026. I can't be the only one who finds it extremely satisfying to tidy up and organise items. And in Packing Life, you're a warehouse worker tasked with fitting all the items into their cardboard boxes. Rotate and stack items to fit them perfectly into every box, and you'll be rewarded with small conversations that shed more light on the contents of each package you're completing. There's also a small decorating aspect that lets you customize your workspace, but the main appeal of this game is definitely the packing gameplay. Packing Life will be launching in March 2026 on PC. Wish Upon a Llama is a cozy, animal genetics-focused RPG for pet lovers. As Llama Town's dedicated rancher, it is your responsibility to provide loving care for your beloved animal friends before finding them a new home with the lovely townsfolk. There are so many different types of animals you can raise on your ranch, like llamas, rabbits, geese, capybaras, pigs, and more, and all of the animals come in various colours, patterns, and personalities, and you can mate them to create new special breeds. Ranching is the main focus of Wish Upon a Llama, but you can also start your own family and raise children, and help the town in its fundraising effort to build infrastructure. I also played the demo for this one, which you can find the gameplay video of here, if you want to see what it's like ahead of Wish Upon a Llama's release in Q1 2026. The gameplay for this next game reminds me a lot of Good Pizza Great Pizza, but with more of a focus on the visual novel aspect of the game to complement the cute cooking gameplay. In the magical world of High Times, you can literally eat your feelings, as the donuts you make can change the emotions of your customers. Listen carefully to their troubled stories and work out what donut they need for every situation, whether that's a pick-me-up, a boost of courage, or something else entirely. Oh, and did I mention there's also the not-so-small plot of all your exes being back in town? It's like Scott Pilgrim meets a cooking game, and it's fully voice-acted. I tried out the demo for this one and did find it fun, if a little glitchy with the voice lines clipping in and out. I'm still looking forward to playing High Times though when it launches in Q1 2026 on PC. All of the witches are gone in this next game, and their familiars are left behind to continue without them. Build a feline colony and put all the cats to work to help them restore the environment so they can live safely together. Manage food, power, and resources to keep your city working, and unlock new technologies to keep it growing sustainably. The best part is that unlike other city building games, there is nothing to worry about here. Your cats can't die from sickness or hunger or a dirty litter box, alleviating some of the stress that comes with this genre of games. Mistfall Ravine is due to launch in Q1 2026 on PC. Discover a Ghibli-esque adventure where you play as a curious girl stuck in a spirit world. Play is Kiko, who will need to use her newfound spirit powers to travel through the portals of Nomori and help save a world in trouble. Wrap the world around you, placing, shifting, and rotating portals to manipulate gravity, control the flow of time, and bend the world to your will to progress. Combine your powers to explore new locations and find your way through this magical world. And maybe you'll be able to bring the shattered islands of the spirit world back together. Nomori will be launching in Q1 2026 on PC. There are so many hotel games for humans, but this next game asks, why not open a hotel for animals? Wholesome Resort is kind of like a zoo game, but you're building habitats for new animals to stay at your hotel. From fluffy cats to exotic animals like giraffes and penguins, you'll care for all these creatures and keep them happy and healthy while their owners are away. But besides the hotel management gameplay, there are also some strange events going on in the local community of Pebbletown, and you'll need to find time to investigate the mysterious characters and work out what's going on. Wholesome Resort is a charming pixel art adventure that puts an interesting twist on hotel management games, and it'll be launching into early access on PC in Q1 2026. There is a new Cook Serve Delicious game launching next year, or rather a remaster of an old one. To celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the original Cook Serve Delicious game, the developers are releasing Cook Serve Delicious Remastered, an all-new take on the original game with a refreshed campaign, new typing mode, new side quests, and all new art and music. They'll also be adding both local and split-screen co-op, and the developers are aiming to release it in Q1 2026 on PC. Earlier this year, I played Instance, which is a scrapbooking puzzle game, and I really enjoyed the creative way of telling the story, and this next game looks very similar. Piece Together is a narrative puzzle game where the story is told through the pages of a beautifully illustrated scrapbook, with each page offering a new tale. Sort through the mementos that younger Connie collected in high school and piece together your scrapbook as you revisit the memories you made together with your best friend. Decorate the pages and watch your friendship unfold all over again, but you have one big question to answer. After all these years, should you reach out to them again, or is the past best left in the past? Piece Together is due to launch in Q1 2026. And not to be confused with Piece Together, is this next game called Piece by Piece. This next game is a cute puzzle shop sim where you inherit your grandfather's old repair shop and help fix the broken items belonging to the local woodland animals. From bells to binoculars and toys to teapots, each forest friend will have something new for you to repair. Or if you get bored of repairing, there are lots of other things to get up to, like growing berries to make paint, baking cookies for your neighbours, and learning the latest gossip around town. Piece by Piece will be launching in Q1 2026 on PC. This point-and-click adventure takes place across real-life artwork set in the 16th to 18th century of Ottoman and Persian culture. This once enchanting world is now on the verge of being forgotten, and it is in your hands to solve mysteries and puzzles to bring the miniature universe back to life again. Travel across mythical and historical lands, discovering long-forgotten tales. Dive into Eastern mythology and unravel the mysteries hidden within the unique puzzles in Lost in Art and Miniature Realm, which is launching in Q1 2026 on PC. Recently, I've been obsessed with games like Squeak Cross Home Squeak Home and Murder by Numbers, which combines Picross with other gameplay elements. And maybe this one will be my next obsession. Rita is a word puzzle adventure where you play as a little chicken exploring the world to collect letters and fill out the pages of her crosswords, anagrams, word searches, or other word puzzles. As Rita solves puzzles, her clever solutions will bring the world to life, manifesting trains, repairing bridges, and further manipulating reality to help her continue her adventure. Rita is perfect for puzzle fans and will be launching in Q1 2026 on PC. There are actually 2 Rhythm Animal Cafe games on this list because in addition to Nom Nom Cozy Forest Cafe, we also have Rhythm Animal Cafe. Meet a cast of quirky animals as they complete their everyday tasks to the beat of rhythm-based minigames. From plumbing disasters to whipping up delicious meals, delivering reports, and rocking out on stage, Rhythm Animal Cafe will test your reaction and timing skills when it launches on PC in Q1 2026. Our next game is a dating sim, but it's unlike any dating sim you've seen before. Play as a house meeting eligible structures around the island and try to romance them on your quest to find true love. That's right, in building relationships, you'll be seducing windmills, tents, and other buildings you meet. Roll through flower meadows, jump up snowy mountains, and dash through forest on your adventure, or take a break and fish up cars from the sea in this bizarre dating sim. Building relationships will be launching on PC in Q1 2026. Inspired by the Little Nemo comics from the early 1900s, in this next game you'll be jumping into a colourful dream world. Armed with toys, candy, and stuffed animals, you play as a young boy called Nemo as he tries to rescue the Guardians of Slumberland and ultimately save this world. The hand-drawn artwork is adorable, and unlike other Metroidvanias, Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland is focused more on platforming rather than melee combat, making it a more accessible title for players who are new to the genre with the choice to increase the combat for more seasoned players. Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland will be launching in Q1 2026 on PC, with a Nintendo Switch release shortly after. Play as a journalist in a strange town filled with mysteries, where the articles you write influence the town and its people. I was instantly sold when the developers told me this game is inspired by Toem, one of my favorites, but the detective gameplay of chatting with locals and snapping photos to slowly uncover the town's mystery would have convinced me anyway. As the new journalist in town, you're here to find out the truth, investigate hidden mysteries that go beyond your job description, and help the locals solve their bizarre problems. Then write all about it in your newspaper with the articles you publish changing how the world reacts. Nothing Strange here sounds so interesting, and it'll be launching in Q1 2026 on PC. Rather than cleaning objects or houses, in this next game you'll be cleaning up a polluted island, removing rubbish, repairing habitats, and helping to rebalance the island's ecosystems. You'll also get the opportunity to care for the wildlife around the island, as well as your lovable dog companion, who helps you explore when they're not playing. Restore Your Island is a slow-paced restoration game, and it'll be launching in Q1 2026 on PC. Your family has been kidnapped by aliens, and you're a little duck on a quest to save them in this next game. But there's a twist. Thanks to Cappy the Capybara's magical cap, you can flip between side-scrolling and third-person view, opening new pathways and platforms that you couldn't see before. Play as an adorable duck exploring different planets in search of your family in Dodo Ducky. I almost didn't include this one on the list, but honestly it looks so silly and cute, and I'm kind of in love with this little duck and can't wait to see what they get up to. Dodo Ducky is launching on PC in Q1 2026. Start from scratch as you open your own campsite in this next game. From buying your first plot that you'll need to clear before building a store, bungalows, showers, paths and more to create a home on the road for all your visitors. There'll also be a store to manage during the day, and you'll have to hit the road to head out for supplies to make sure everything is fully stocked. Campsite Hustle will be launching on PC in early access in Q1 2026. The pixel art style for this next game is so eye-catching with an emotional story to boot. Fishbowl is a slice-of-life coming-of-age story that follows Aloe, a 21-year-old who's just moved to a new city for a new job. Fishbowl explores the struggles she faces every day living in isolation, nurturing friendships and navigating the grief she feels from losing her grandma. Help her stay in touch with her loved ones, complete her video editing work, and sort through her late grandmother's things. But there are also chores to do, and some days they may feel too difficult, and that's okay. I love the look of this cozy game and how it tackles self-care and grief, and I'm looking forward to trying it out myself when it launches in April 2026. Next up is Major Sims competitor Paralives, which has been delayed a couple of times now. Just like in The Sims, in this life simulation game you can create your own characters from scratch and control their lives in a fully interactive world. Choose what they do and where they work, who they befriend and who they reject, their hobbies and their dreams, and where they end up. But Paralives really shines in the decorating aspect, with resizable plots, unique homes, and a truly customizable build mode with split levels, curved walls, customizable furniture, and a color wheel for everything. Plus the open world really is open. Paralives is due to launch on PC in early access on the 25th of May. After over 10 years, Tomodachi Life is back. In this bizarre life sim, you follow along with Mii characters that you can design yourself as they live their own carefree lives on a small island in the sea. Watch them interact with each other, hanging out and having kids while you get to work decorating the island, creating new Miis, and catering to their every needs. If you can't wait to play this new Tomodachi game, you don't have long to wait, as Tomodachi Life Living the Dream will be launching in spring next year on Nintendo Switch. Is this more of a shopkeeping game or a narrative game? I am not sure, but it combines the best of both in early 1990s Japan. In Inkombini One Store Many Stories, you play as a college student working at your grandma's convenience store. Get to work stacking shelves, ordering products, and helping your customers find what they need, while also listening to their stories and helping them with their troubles. I played the demo for Inkombini and I was very impressed with the gameplay and just the overall vibes of the game, especially listening to the rain pouring down outside. Inkombini One Store Many Stories will be launching in spring 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch, and the demo is still up on Steam if you want to try it out yourself. Next up is our second Switch 2 exclusive of 2026, although I am sure we'll start to see many more as the year goes on. In Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, Yoshi's world is turned upside down when a talking book falls from the sky. Intrigued by the words within, Yoshi decides to investigate and discovers unusual creatures and worlds waiting for him. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book will be launching on Nintendo Switch 2 in spring next year. Build your own home on wheels and live sustainably off the grid in Outbound. I've always dreamed of owning a VW camper van, and being able to explore and build a home from one just sounds amazing. In this game, you start with an empty camper van and turn it into the home of your dreams. Scavenge resources, develop new technologies, and build your own moving home, which can be powered with energy from the sun, wind, or water. There's also farming and fishing, and you can decorate and customize your home, and have even added co-op for up to 4 players and first-person view for while you're driving. I also played the demo for this one if you want to see what the gameplay is like before Outbound launches in Q2 2026. This next game reminds me so much of Overcooked, but with an open world where you'll need to fish, farm, and collect all the fresh ingredients for your restaurant yourself. Play alone or with up to 3 friends in this funny cooking game where you play as adorable animals working together to run the best restaurant around. Cook up delicious dishes to earn money, then expand and level up your restaurant to add new rooms like greenhouses and aquariums to make your work more efficient. But that's not all, because you can also explore the open world to take on tasks from the locals, find deals on resources, and even complete quests for extra points. Pow Pow is firmly on my wish list ahead of its launch in Q2 2026. As is Map Map, a game about maps, a cozy puzzle game where you are the map maker. Starting with a blank coastline, canvas uncharted islands in search of treasure, and use your cartography skills to fill out each map. Measure distances, plot key landmarks, and create easy-to-read maps to lead your crews to the hidden treasure. Every island has been handcrafted and seeded with ancient ruins, animals, and secret locations to discover. So while you've got a quest to complete, don't forget to explore each island as well, when Map Map, a game about maps, launches in Q2 2026. If you wish that Dredge was a little cozier, then you may like this next game. Head out to sea in your little boat and start fishing to see what you can catch, from regular fish to more expensive and exotic sea animals. But inventory management plays a key role in Tidebound, and you'll need to manage the resources you collect by deciding which resources to keep and which ones to sell. Tidebound will be launching in Q2 2026. As a huge bookworm, I've been really enjoying book-themed games like Tiny Bookshop, and this next game definitely caught my eye. After getting lost in a freak storm, you stumble across a mysterious library and head inside to get out of the weather. But this is no ordinary library. It's an enchanted library, and despite her best efforts, the librarian Hazel is struggling to keep the magic under control. Explore the library and the many magical worlds contained within its walls, all in search of fragments of a shattered crystal that can help restore balance to this world. There's no combat, no time limits, and no stress. Just a magical world to explore in Fractured Library, which is due to launch in July 2026. You've been brought back to life by the Moon Goddess to help the small town of Heavensdale in this upcoming pixel art life sim. Open up a carpenter's shop and earn prestige as you help to rebuild the small town of Heavensdale. In return, one day you may be able to join the Moon Goddess on the moon. This game has all the hallmarks of typical life sims like farming, mining, and fishing, but you can also see the dead, and there's an overarching mystery to investigate when My Heavensdale launches in July 2026 on PC. The developers behind Galaxy Burger are working on a brand new game called Fantasy Burger, where you'll be cooking meals for knights, mages, and mythical creatures instead of cats and aliens. Sadly, there's no trailer for this one yet, but you'll be able to play it solo or with up to 7 friends. And it'll be adding more than just burgers to the menu when Fantasy Burger launches in Q4 2026. Moving on to games that are confirmed to launch in 2026, but don't have a specific release date or release window yet. Almost all of these games are available to wishlist on Steam, but news about consoles is quite light until closer to launch. Let's get started with some of the most highly anticipated games like Moonlight Peaks. Play as a child of Count Dracula who is determined to prove that life of compassion is possible, even for a vampire. So you move to the magical town of Moonlight Peaks to start your new life. Of course, you're running a farm, but this one is a little more magical with enchanted plants that grow and sustain you without the need for blood. Which is a good thing too, because it would be a shame not to use your vampire powers of shape-shifting. There's so much packed into this game, from potion brewing to flower arranging, pottery making, cross-stitching, and more. And not to mention all of the gorgeous townsfolk. Moonlight Peaks will be launching at some point next year on PC, and I know I'm going to disappear from society when it does. As I will also when Witchbrook releases. This magical life sim has been a long time coming, and I personally cannot wait to start my witch school adventure. In Witchbrook, you play as an aspiring witch who has moved to the seaside city of Mossport to attend the local Witchbrook College. Master the magical arts by attending classes, completing assignments, and expanding your knowledge, but as you progress through the academic year, the world around you will change as well, bringing with it seasonal events and festivities that you may want to make time for around your schoolwork. As with every life sim, there's lots of extracurriculars like crafting, making friends, taking photos, decorating, and broom racing to fill your time with. And the best thing is that you can do it all with your friends in multiplayer when Witchbrook launches on PC and Switch in 2026. Originally released on PC, Kato's Post Office is a cozy, bite-sized narrative game about a cat delivery expert, on a quest to drop off mail and make friends with all the cats around town. But it is also your birthday, and no one seems to have remembered? It's a very cute and colourful game with a dedicated meow button, and it'll be launching on Nintendo Switch in 2026. We've got another repair game up next, but this one is set in a mid-2000s Japan and has so much extra packed into it. Clean, restore, and repair iconic pieces of technology like an Egotchi and a Pokia phone for your clients, combining the best parts of games like Assemble with Care and Undusted Letters from the Past. But the gameplay goes one step further, with you also needing to purchase spare parts and equipment off the internet for some of your repairs, and getting involved in the lives of your clients. I love the playtest, which is available on Steam if you want to try it out, and Restory will be launching on PC in 2026. We have not one, but 2 new horse games coming out next year, although this one is more focused on breeding and training your horses to enter into competitions. It's very reminiscent of classic horse games and has a lot of potential. After saving for years, in Horses of Hoofprint Bay, you have finally saved up enough money to buy a plot of land with a rundown stable. It's time to start training your horse so you can participate in tournaments and turn this dilapidated stable into the stud farm of your dreams. From grooming to training, breeding and evolving your horses, as well as upgrading and managing your homestead, there will be so much to do in Horses of Hoofprint Bay when it launches in 2026. Solarpunk is a survival game in a technically advanced world of floating islands that's scheduled to release in 2026. Whether alone or together with friends, you can construct buildings, grow food, craft gadgets, and explore distant islands with your own airship. Use sunlight, wind, and water to create an energy system and automate your processes like gathering resources and watering your plants. Announced earlier this year, Hosey is a relaxing cleaning and decorating game where you return to your hometown and start restoring rundown apartments, buildings, and homes to turn them into something new and exciting. I played the playtest for this one, and one of the things I liked the most is how unique every piece of furniture felt. They weren't just the exact same item in every level, but rather each level had its own character and unique vibe that was mirrored in the items you unpack. From funky plant pots to the decorations on the walls, and even the style of the sofa, you could really feel the individuality of each customer coming through. I've been really enjoying cozy cleaning games lately, so I am really looking forward to Hosey launching on PC next year. After the success of Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley, the teams at Hypergame Studio and Raw Fury Games are working on another Moomin game and it's due to launch next year. Moomin Troll awakes unexpectedly in the middle of his winter hibernation, alone in a world blanketed in white. In search of company, he heads out into the cold unknown on a quest to bring spring back. While not a direct sequel to Snufkin Melody and Moomin Valley, it is a spiritual successor, and if you enjoyed the story-driven cozy puzzle adventure of the previous game, then you'll likely also enjoy Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth when it launches on PC and consoles in 2026. You may not know this, but Toem is one of my favourite games of all time, and Toem 2 is supposed to launch next year, and I am so excited. Don't let the black and white colour scheme put you off, as this is one of the best cozy adventure games. Grab your camera and head off on another relaxing adventure in search of mysterious events known as toems. Jump and climb your way across the map, and when you come across a toem, document it with your camera. Toem 2 will be launching on PC and consoles in 2026. And we have another photography game up next. Grab your camera and start snapshotting in SnapQuest. In this narrative adventure, your goal is to help your grandma complete her research, which has mysteriously gone missing. Complete puzzles and take pictures of never-before-seen creatures and restore the island to its former glory, meeting quirky characters along the way. However, all is not as it seems. There is something growing under the surface. Get a taste of the mystery with the demo that's currently available to play before SnapQuest launches in 2026. On a similar theme, if you like something a little darker in your cozy games, then this next game is for you. After a treacherous escape from jail, you've made it to your new home in Ashen Ridge, an idyllic town with some seriously unsettling vibes. While you try to build a brand new life full of farming, murders start to occur around town, putting your new peaceful life at risk. Finding a serial killer is no easy task. You'll need to complete quests for the townsfolk and build up their trust. Everything you do, or don't do, will affect how the story plays out. Even choosing friends and making relationships can lead you right to the killer's door if you give your heart to the wrong person. Grave Seasons will be launching in 2026 on PC and consoles. Play is an adorable pig adventurer trying to uncover the secrets of the full moon in this next game. Set up camp, observe your surroundings, speak with passers-by, and see if you can uncover the secrets of the night. And don't forget to fish, enjoy the scenery, and relax at camp when A Tiny Wonder launches in 2026. And we're continuing the adorable animal theme with this next game. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a small otter floating in the water? If yes, then Otterly Lost needs to be added to your wish list. After being swept away from home, you find yourself in the ocean trying to find your way back. But what caused you to get washed away in the first place, and can you restore balance to nature on your way home? Otterly Lost gives me similar vibes to A Short Hike and Little Gator game, and it'll be launching in 2026. Can a survival game be cozy? Well, this co-op open-world witch adventure is trying to be. Play as a group of novice witches and wizards with your friends on a quest to find your way home before you're consumed by an ancient darkness. Use your magical abilities to collect resources, befriend familiars, and build homes in a whimsical world, but it won't all be smooth sailing, as corrupted spirits and deadly creatures lurk in the shadows. Witchspire is launching into early access on PC in 2026. After being summoned by a little witch girl, you find yourself in the world of Moomin Springvale with no way to get home. While she tries to work out how to reverse a spell, you join the Adventure Guild to start earning money and find your place in this strange new world. Increase your adventure rank to explore more difficult dungeons and fight monsters, or stick to the easier quest to appease the townsfolk and maybe even find true love. Voice of Nature will be launching in 2026. After getting stranded in the Arctic, Cabin Boy Sam and his husky Ellie need to find their way back home by navigating the frozen environment. Play solo, controlling both characters, or in co-op with a friend as you traverse this icy world, using the tools you find and craft to overcome the rough terrain. Explore ancient Inuit legends in order to solve the mystery surrounding a lost expedition, but beware of what's lurking in the fogs when Ikuma, the Frozen Compass, launches in 2026. You run cafes, taverns, and shops, but what about a board game cafe? Open your own board game cafe in this upcoming management game. Serve customers while they play board games before getting to work baking, brewing, and completing takeout orders. Each board game has a different effect that you can trigger by stocking them in your cafe, and you can purchase more as well as furniture, decorations, and resources by exploring the charming town of Pebblebrook. Dragon's Brew will be launching in 2026, and I also tried out the playtest for this one if you want to check out the gameplay. I am shocked that this is the first decorating game on this list. High Above is a small rooftop building game where you design a quiet space high above the city's noise. Whatever style you want to go for, you can choose the size and layout before adding furniture and decor to match your theme. As you build and decorate, watch as life unfolds with day turning to night, people walking around and cats and birds flitting around the scene, when High Above launches in 2026. I've definitely got a soft spot for detective games like Duck Detective and We Are the Rootries, and this one looks phenomenal. In Just in Crime, you play as a detective dog and a wizard cat with the ability to travel back in time and examine a crime scene a few seconds before it happened. Explore the crime scene to find clues, interrogate suspects, and get to the bottom of the case when Just in Crime launches in 2026. You're a novice baker in this next game, charged with taking over a bakery formerly managed by a master baker. Expectations are high, but have you got what it takes to charm the customers? Gather ingredients from the wilderness to bake delicious bread and cakes that warm people's hearts, while also boosting your reputation. Hopefully, you'll eventually hone your skills enough to become a master baker, but in the meantime, you can enjoy your time in Milkywood, running a bakery, meeting the townsfolk, and maybe even falling in love. This adorable game is made by a solo developer, and Little Herbal Baker will be launching on PC in early access in 2026. You're also a baker in this next game, playing as a retired pie maker whose peaceful paradise is disrupted when a plane falls from the sky. Set out an adventure to find a plane and help out, and while you're out there, why not gather new and rare ingredients for your delicious pies? Uncover the mystery of what's keeping everyone trapped on this magical mushroom-filled island when Portobello's launches in 2026. This lovingly crafted cozy adventure casts you as a lighthouse keeper, Greta, who has an unusual gift. She can see ghosts. Explore a hand-drawn world filled with quirky spirits stuck between life and death, each with their own peculiar problems to solve before they can move on. From a stressed businessman to a ghost grandma, every encounter reveals touching stories told through witty, sharply funny dialogue. Greta Sees Ghosts invites you into a whimsical world where every ghost has a tale, and every puzzle brings you closer to understanding what it means to let go, and it'll be launching on PC in 2026. This next game is inspired by 2000s anime and flash games and reminds me so much of Cuckoo Mama and Diner Dash. Mimi is a former professional chef who was burnt out after working in a demanding 5-star kitchen, but then she sees a job advert for a small restaurant that has recently opened near her home. So Mimi dons her chef hat once more and jumps back into the fast-paced world of restaurant management. Play as Mimi making pizzas, prepping ingredients, frying food, cleaning dishes, and taking orders when Mimi's restaurant helper launches in 2026. Run a magical flower shop with the help of a clueless but lovable fairy in this cozy simulation game. Fulfill customers' requests by designing unique bouquets using your own floral combinations and learn the language of flowers through florography to complete flower collections. Every arrangement is an opportunity to express your creativity, mixing flowers and decorations to match what customers are seeking, uncover their stories, and form long-lasting friendships. Uni the Florist will be launching in 2026. Build a cozy village on your flying turtle in this next game. Play as the Luminites leader and follow your mission to restore the beauty of nature. Together you navigate through floating islands, cleaning up pollution and using recycled materials to build a village for the Luminites. Farm, paint, watch the stars and unwind with your kite as you journey towards the next mystical island. Journey across the skies with the unique mission to create a vibrant city on the back of your flying turtle in the Luminites, which is due to launch on PC in 2026. Whippy Buddy is another cute animal adventure where you explore the forest and form genuine connections with the lovable animals you find there. Feed them, play minigames to tame them, and care for them by deciphering their emoji requests to meet all their needs. The ultimate goal of Whippy Buddy is to befriend all the forest animals and bring them to your spacious yard. Build dedicated homes for each friend and create your perfect countryside life together when Whippy Buddy launches in 2026. I am sure you have seen this game before. Loftia is aiming to create a new kind of game by blending the cozy and creative aspects of life sims with the social elements of an MMO. By encouraging players to work together on community-driven sustainability projects that evolve the game world, Loftia hopes to create communities rather than competition. It also builds on typical farming, foraging, and crafting with a focus on green technologies like hydroponics, wind turbines, and biofuel to create a truly unique game world. Customize your own personal floating island and join up with others to form neighborhoods when Loftia launches in 2026. Prepare for the New Year celebrations as a small cat in a cozy village. Take on gift orders from your neighbors, wrapping them by hand and ensuring everyone gets exactly what they asked for, with conversations and decisions shaping your relationships with the villagers. But that's not all, because you'll also have to manage your happiness, hunger, and energy levels, or they'll impact your pace and the actions you can do. Brillo Cat is a coming-of-age tale where even the simplest tasks become meaningful steps towards adulthood, and it'll be launching in 2026. Inherit a crumbling English hotel and restore it by day while battling paranormal forces by night in this unique mystery game. You have exactly 30 days to renovate the Grand Hotel before something sinister claims you. So you'd better get to work as there's lots to do, from repairing, painting, decorating and gardening, and if you have any time to spare, you can even investigate the supernatural mystery winding through the hotel's history and your own buried past. And apparently this game is also a musical? There is so much packed into There Are No Ghosts at the Grand. I just hope it's not being too optimistic ahead of its release in 2026. In an old Japanese housing complex, there used to be a yearly summer festival. Alas, the residents have aged and a once-loved tradition is now on hold. But our protagonist, Hoshino, decides to revive it. Hand out flyers to everyone to let them know the festival's back on. There are over 100 people to invite, and while some may agree to go immediately, others may ask you to solve their problems first. Danshi Days is a cute adventure that invites you to laugh, cry, and feel awe as you play through it. With a 98% positive rating, the original Our Life Beginnings and Always is a must-play, especially as it's free, and the second installment, Our Life Now and Forever, is launching next year. Create your protagonist before heading to start your new life in the mountain town of Golden Grove at the start of autumn. Experience 4 stages of life, from childhood to adulthood, with your 2 closest neighbours who grow and change alongside you based on who you are and what happens. The Our Life series shines as a story that can be replayed endlessly to experience different endings and relationship types and qualities, and I'm sure this one will be no different. The popular mobile game Usagi Shima is coming to PC. Transform an abandoned island into a cozy paradise in this relaxing bunny collecting idle game. Entice fluffy tourists by decorating your island with toys, plants and charming buildings, and collect over 30 unique rabbits, each with their own looks and personalities. There are even rare and special bunnies you can meet under the right circumstances. Improve your friendship by petting, feeding, brushing and playing hide and seek with your bunny companions, and dress them up in adorable hats when Usagi Shima Bunny Island launches in 2026. In this next game, you play as a boy who comes across a lost fawn after fleeing from his home. You end up taming and befriending them and decide to travel together. As you journey through the story, your fawn will gradually grow into a deer, developing new abilities as they do to help you on your adventure. Together you'll overcome the harsh world around you, working as a team to tackle anything that's thrown at you. The most impressive thing about Deer and Boy is that there's no dialogue, and the entire story is conveyed through the actions of the boy and the deer. Deer and Boy is launching in early 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch. Create your dream shop in this cozy management and decoration game where you arrange furniture, stock shelves, and interact with customers. During the day, your shop bustles with curious customers in search of vintage treasures and cozy sweaters. Then when evening comes, management takes center stage as you rearrange displays, select the perfect decor, and curate inventory from various suppliers, as well as setting prices to balance profit with customer satisfaction. Whether you enjoy decorating, organizing, or simply relaxing, Tiny Shop Make It Cozy is launching in 2026. Dive into the depths of an endless ocean in this submarine exploration adventure where you control your bathyscaphe with the help of an incomplete logbook. Set on the water-covered planet of Cosmotion, you play as a young boy in search of his grandfather who was lost in a mysterious catastrophic event. Descend below the waves in your trusty ship, navigating the depths of the ocean that may hold the key to survival of humanity. There does seem to be some combat involved in this one, but for the most part I'm still intrigued by Cosmotion, The Endless Sea, which is launching next year. Immerse yourself in a magical, hand-drawn forest world inspired by the kind and nature-loving spirit Tokoni in this next game. Play as the forest spirit Tokoni as you meet unique characters, solve captivating puzzles, brew fragrant tea, and explore a magical world filled with kindness. Autumn is a busy time in the forest as animals wrap up their matters before taking a winter nap, and forest keepers Tokoni hustle to prepare pillows and blankets of various shapes and forms. Tokoni Forest Keepers is a wholesome adventure for all ages that offers a cozy escape from the real world. Solve puzzles together with a cute white mouse searching a fantasy world for medicinal herbs for her sick son. Try to trick the mushroom spider and the crow king, bring a dragon statue to life, brew potions with a swamp witch, and immerse yourself in a fairy tale adventure in this atmospheric 2D point-and-click game. Missy feels like reading the pages of a children's book with a beautiful hand-drawn watercolor style making up every scene. Songs of the Shore is a point-and-click collectathon where you collect seashells and solve puzzles to discover the secrets of the island. There is not much info about this one, but I'm definitely intrigued by the art style. From the creators of Untitled Goose Game comes a cooperative multiplayer adventure about teamwork and talking. Hang out and get lost with close friends in a big colourful world where you can investigate mysteries, solve puzzles, wander through nature, and most importantly, chat to your friends. This game aims to capture that special feeling of getting wonderfully lost with the people you care about most, making memories through shared discovery and casual conversations, and it's called Big Walk. When a witch falls ill, her familiars must embark on a journey to gather ingredients and brew magical potions to save her life. You play as Healer, one of the familiars, and together with your friends, if you play in co-op, you'll explore a beautiful world full of magical forests, tranquil lakes, and rugged mountains as you glide through the air, collect resources, and solve puzzles on your quest for a cure. With heartwarming storytelling and the beauty of nature intertwined, Healer offers an emotional journey where you craft your own tale by performing good deeds in a land that responds to your compassion. Run a bag-packing company where you travel all around the world organizing luggages, bags, and boxes. This game offers something for everyone with multiple modes, including Cozy Travel Mode, where you journey with your relaxed boss, Bon Bon the cat, fulfilling requests, Zen Infinite Mode with procedurally generated endless packing challenges, Rush Mode where you race against the clock, and Brainy Mode with limited moves requiring careful strategy. Every puzzle asks you to fit everything perfectly, but you can get creative with your strategy as long as everything fits in Pack and Packs. Play as a dragon waiter working in a busy restaurant in this cute but chaotic restaurant simulator. Each day is a new shift where you'll need to take orders, serve food, and keep your customers happy. Then between shifts you can get upgrades to make your next day smoother. As you advance, service gets faster and trickier, and you need to try to complete as many days as you can and reach a target score to unlock new restaurants when Dragon Dinner launches in 2026. Created by two dads inspired by their non-speaking kids' journeys, Find Your Words celebrates the journey to find your voice. This short, cozy adventure game is about the joy of forging new connections and how we communicate beyond speech. Find your community at summer camp one friendship at a time, adventure at your own pace, and soak in the lush world of Camp Pals, brimming with wildlife, stunning vistas, charming characters, and collecting communication symbols by exploring and playing with your friends. Everhome is a tiny building game all about cozy homes and heartwarming characters. Design and build each home from scratch, laying foundations, raising walls, and decorating throughout with whimsical decorations. The more you build, the more villagers will move in, and they'll all share small hints as their homes start to take shape. Increase everyone's happiness to welcome even more residents to Everhome when it launches in 2026. The Utopia project was created in the interest of maximizing human happiness and comfort, and as the newest employee, your role is to resolve issues around the residential community. Tackle fun logic puzzles to resolve mechanical issues, and keep the facilities running smoothly. But what happens when problems go beyond the mechanical? How will your choices impact the well-being of the residents and the future of humanity? Utopia challenges you to think about what happiness truly means, and your choices can turn a utopia towards joy or despair. Next up is another idle game in the form of a magical library that you can keep anywhere on your desktop. While you work, study, or relax, your cat companion will read books, cast spells, brew potions, and vastly improve their magic studies. Black Cat Book Club also offers customization for both your cat and your tower, letting you decorate and dress up your feline friend. The developers behind Cozy Grove are working on a new Ghibli-esque MMO. Make your new home in the Crosslands, a realm between the human and spirit worlds. As you explore, you'll meet people and spirits who need help, and as you get to know them, they'll begin to reveal more about themselves, gifting items and stories. A big focus of Spirit Crossing is connection and building a customizable village that grows with a community of players. Together you'll build, decorate, fortify and sustain your home, including your own personal space that you can upgrade and decorate. This next game looks like web fishing, but with more of an Animal Crossing art style. Cozy Beach is a wholesome game set on a tropical island where you can fish and explore, solo or with friends. Catch and collect fish, go swimming, search for treasure, craft tropical drinks, or just hang out and chill. There's a demo out right now if you want to check it out ahead of launch next year. From the creators of Sticky Business and Rituals of Raven comes a laid-back management sim about running your very own 90s-inspired thrift shop. Search through boxes filled with pre-loved gems and use them to create gorgeous displays. Unlock furniture, decorations, wallpapers, and floors to create a beautiful community space that brings everyone together. But it's so much more than just a store. Listen to your customers' stories and try to fulfill their requests. You can also unlock and host hobbyist events, turning your business into a treasured third space for locals in thrifty business. One of the things I loved the most about The Sims was the rags to riches storyline, and in Trade Tales you start with nothing and create your own legacy. Whether you want to run a business empire, start a family, or explore and meet new people, the world is your oyster. Trade Tales is a farming and life sim that aims to let you live out the job of your dreams and create the world you want to live in, and it'll be launching next year. Now, I will say that I tried the demo for this one and it left a lot to be desired. The world was empty and lifeless and you couldn't speak to anyone. You get a massive house filled with chic furniture when you're meant to be penniless, and there was no night or date system to list just a few of the issues. I hope they can turn this around before launching 2026, but it'll need a lot of work. Embark on a journey through the skies across this gorgeous hand-drawn world in Townseek. The whole world is your sea now, so be sure to see all that it has to offer. I'm starting to wonder if this game will ever release, but I'm still cautiously optimistic and love the idea of exploring across the world in my shark-shaped balloon. Travel far and wide discovering exotic landmarks, visiting faraway towns, and trading with whimsical characters. Plus, while you're out there, search for collectibles to fill your journal and fulfill the lost legacy of Sir Reginald Sharkingston. And last but definitely not least, the My Time series continues with My Time at Evershine, and if My Time at Sandrock is anything to go off, this next game is going to be spectacular. The story takes place 3 years after the events of the previous games, with the opening of a new city-state. You'll be playing as the governor of the Evershine settlement, and your job is to recruit the right settlers, tame the wilds, and build up your settlement into a strong, bustling community. Along the way, you'll find friendship, adventure, responsibility, and maybe even romance. Plus, in a first, you can also play through the story of this game with up to 3 players, working together to build the town from scratch. However, I did put this game at the very end of this list, as while 2026 was listed on their Kickstarter page. These dates often slip, but I still hope we see My Time at Evershine next year. If you've made it this far, please get up, have a stretch and a walk around. I know I will be. But thank you so much for watching this entire video, and I hope you've discovered some new cozy games for 2026. I really think that 2026 is going to be an incredible year for cozy games, and I'll be covering them all right here on my channel. So I hope to see you next video. Bye!